Why is it always some old black and white boy telling us young fellas that we ain't relevant in a world that embellishes lack of relative content from these elements? You call them stars, I call them settlements, cause they didn't settle for settlements built on a steady sediment. Ashes from the already crashed and burned dust from past residents. So I can feel it in my bones, I'm feeling in the zone. More when I'm on the way, but the same when I'm feeling home. So I'm comfortable, I know you are too. Me and Powers R1D2, Star Wars Harvest Moon feastful. But please don't come peaceful, but kill that noise if it's at all equal. I tell you what, man, let's make it equal. So I can show you the math, but I don't do sequels. Instead, I'ma use physics to determine how we move. Use ethics to perspective our objectives. Because our efforts to fulfill our destinies, the universe expected. So we gotta fight back, take the night back, take our lives back. Our efforts must be twice that of our enemies.
All right, how we doing out there? It's your boy, Brother DJ. Just one of the working many parts of this thing we call Squadcast TV. I got my guy, my cousin, my podcast bro, Brother Black in the building with me. We go ahead and pay these bills like we always do. Shout out to the rest of the whole Squadcast TV movement. Shout out to the whole Junkyard Gang TV movement. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channels. You know what I'm saying? Check out the content. It's a lot of good stuff out there. Make sure you also subscribe to Chef and Outdoors. He's doing a lot of great things with that as well. You can definitely catch him out there getting his Daniel Boone on. He's camping. He's building shit. He's constructing. He's fishing. He's skinning shit alive. He's doing a lot of things out there. All right. And last but not least, shout out Midwest Matthew. Make sure you guys check him out. A director, Midwest Matthew. He does a lot of videoing. You know what I'm saying? He's taking pictures, and you know he did a movie. He's a man of many talents, many parts. So salute to him, and make sure y'all follow him on IG. With that being said, Brother Black, how we doing?
Feeling good, feeling good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. It's still pretty decent weather for it being October 6th. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. Leaves is falling. So mean gonna be some work for me here in a couple weeks, so I can get that all shit taken care of. Kids in school. Grades should be coming out soon. All that good stuff. Football's in full swing. NBA is coming back. I know you've been seeing. You watched the preseason?
I didn't, but I watched a couple of different YouTube people, whatever, giving a take. Then I finally seen some highlights. I'm somewhat impressed, but I gotta wait and see. I won't give any. I like the rookie, though. I'll say that much.
You do?
I got some thoughts. I like the rookie, Dalen Terry. We got.
Yeah.
I'm liking him. I seen the way they was talking about how Ball not coming back, and
that's a loss. That's a loss.
So it's gonna be tight. We need Patrick Williams to step it up this year. They say he took 7 shots the first game, so I guess
with the healthy Caruso, and we still got Io, and you know what I'm saying. So I mean that should kind of help out with Lonzo being gone, because he wasn't like he was scoring like 20 points a game. Let's go keep it a bean. He wasn't doing that, but he can get you like 15, 6 and 6. You know what I'm saying, and play good defense.
Yeah, I feel like what we lacking with us losing him was just the transition, always having your head up to throw the ball up for those, easy buckets, and we lacking in that regard, right?
I think what kind of hurt us when he went out was when he went out, and then Caruso got hurt, and then so now you had to throw Io in at the point guard, that's not what he is. You know what I'm saying? So he had to try to fill a void. Huh?
You think Io's a 2?
Yeah, everything about him says that. You ain't been watching him?
I told you I didn't watch this last preseason game. I felt like
I'm not even talking about the preseason. I'm talking about all last year. He's not no point guard, bro. He's a 2. He's a wing player. He gets the ball. He can create his own shots. He can hit the drive and kick 3, or he can be the one to do the drive and kick. You know what I'm saying? He's not a point guard. He's just naturally talented and athletic. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to play basketball.
Okay, I can get that. I get that take where you coming from with him, because he's got an offensive mind. So you don't think he's more of a pass first guard?
I think he's a pass first guard because he has 2 all-stars that he can do that. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have that, if he was in a different situation where he was the guy, then he wouldn't, he can do what he did at Illinois. But when you got DeMar DeRozan, you got Zach LaVine, you know what I'm saying? You got 2 all-stars, you got to be pass first.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my opinion, respectfully.
I get it, but I mean, I like that thought process as far as with him being a 2, because ultimately, if that would be the case, they could kind of somewhat play him at the 2 and still have another decent guard where they could be, some locking up the motherfucking duo guard and point guard combo type stuff. So yeah, I like it. And then it gives us another aspect as far as with that strengthens our bench too, because we still, like you said, we got Caruso, we got Kobe.
Still got Kobe White.
Yeah, even though his ass is gonna be out of there this year. They letting his ass go. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I think the Bulls gonna be healthy. I think we're gonna be doing pretty good. I hopefully with everything that's going on and everybody, how the moves that was made, the workouts that was, people been doing, like the East is gonna be pretty hard, man. And I hope the Bulls can finish at least in the playoff position, not the play in. So we'll see about that.
You following what that sucker said on NBA whatever that damn show was. Dude, Kendrick Perkins was hating on us hard, bro. Talking about we making the play-in tournament. How the hell we go from being the 4th seed last year, if I'm not mistaken?
Want me to explain it? I can explain it.
Don't say it, because they be shocked teams.
I'm going to tell you, bro. Boston, no matter what they coach, when all the scandal that he's in, Boston is still good. Okay. The Nets, no matter what you say, now that KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons is playing, along with the healthy Joe Harris and all the other people that they got. So Boston, the Nets, Philadelphia, Miami, Cleveland, Atlanta.
Fuck Atlanta.
They got DeJounte Murray.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that crazy trade. And man, we still got this, bro. We're not going.
I just gave you 6 teams right there.
We can beat Atlanta, bro.
No.
So you think Trae Young with DeJounte Murray is enough to beat the Bulls?
Yes. You want to know why?
Wow.
You want to know why? And then once I explain, we're going to get into the actual show. The reason why I say that is because they ain't got no guard play that could match up with that.
We got Ayo.
He can match up.
LaVine. Ayo was shut down. Terry.
No, you got Ayo, and who is a 2 guard. Now, who's your point guard?
I'm about to tell you why I'm putting Ayo at the 1. I'm
asking you a question. You putting him at
my 2 guard is gonna be LaVine. My 1 guard is Ayo. I'm telling you I'm giving you the reasons why.
So hold on. So you think Ayo is the equivalent to a Trae Young or DeJounte Murray?
No, I'm saying as in I'm not okay. I guess you're looking at it as far as we're matching up offensively. So
that's
no,
what
I wasn't
I'm talking
saying
about.
that. Okay, no. I wasn't saying that. I feel like Ayo would be able to shut that shit down. He's not gonna be able to get all them shots. You telling me, bro, Ayo ain't
this ain't a sports show, but we'll get into that another time. This ain't a sports show. We can do a sports show.
You started it.
But no.
Come on, bro. He's got the wingspan and everything to be able to shut it. He ain't gonna be getting them easy ass launcher threes. He's gonna have to shoot from damn near half court every time, even though he do. But still,
it ain't gonna be easy. The whole thing about what you say, and it holds no weight, is because what you told me that you don't watch the games. You just watch the highlights and shit.
I didn't get a chance to watch the preseason game.
No, I'm talking about period. Every time I ask you, do you watch this game? You be like, no, but I seen the highlights though. I'm like, well, goddamn. Yeah, so you can't give no strong evaluation about nothing because you don't watch the games. You don't be seeing what I'm
watching the game tomorrow. I didn't even realize keeping the band. I've been waiting for the season to start, but I forgot all about preseason. I seen the game, like, damn. Like,
You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
they back up.
Man, you ain't in
But
tune, bro.
I was just watching the game downstairs with Brooklyn and Miami.
You a fake fan, bro. You a
I was
fake
just
fan.
watching Brooklyn, Miami. I was
Yeah,
just
I
watching
bet
that.
you was. Who told you they was on? Because I know you didn't know.
Yep, on Hulu, watching the game,
Yeah.
buddy.
All right. Well, let's get into more pressing matters here. I wanted to discuss a few things that's kind of been circulating recently and over the past couple weeks. Big government wise, not necessarily things that tie into the city, but I'm pretty sure we can get into that as well, because I've seen some things that you post about the governor of our city, and I definitely want you to bring those up to the people and to light and discuss that. But first and foremost, did you see that Uncle Joe is trying to decriminalize marijuana?
Yes, I did read that today, and he's pardoned a couple of people.
He has not pardoned anybody yet, but he's talking about, I don't know what. I'm not gonna get into this. I don't know what news media outlet you read that information from, sir, but that is not accurate. He's talking about trying to decriminalize marijuana and get it off of the same level as heroin. He's talking about trying to give pardons to those who were federally charged with possession of marijuana. He's also trying to get it decriminalized to the point to where the states can wipe away, the record of people who was charged with possession of marijuana and things of that nature. And his reasons were because, and I'm just saying, whether we believe him or not, was because, people can't get jobs because of that stuff. Housing, just everyday life is harder for them with that type of stuff on their record, which, I can agree, you know what I'm saying? But that's the reasoning why he's trying to do that. So now that I've laid it out there on the table, how do you feel about that?
That's always a good thing, because it's gonna be like I remember reading. He was saying like they're nonviolent crimes. It's just weed, and y'all done lock these people up and put them in federal prisons for this shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like you said, he's wanting to decriminalize it, and he was talking to the states too, saying the same thing for the most part. So
Right.
yeah, I'm with it. Like I never agree with that whole bullshit to begin with.
Yeah, I never understood how marijuana could be on the same level as heroin. Like, that's crazy. I think they try to say it's like something like it's addictive or whatever the case may be, which, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying? Alcohol is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, but we can get into that another time. But they don't, that's legal and shit like that. Look at it. I haven't heard of many weed related car accidents, but I heard of a lot of drunk driving accidents and alcohol related accidents, but whatever.
Right.
I think this is a good thing if it's able to be done. I think it would help out a lot of us in the community who have been, given these type of charges. You know what I'm saying? We've always been held back, and then when you get extra stuff, thrown upon you for something like this, that's definitely another hurdle that you have to overcome when you're trying to basically live every day like, normal people, you know what I'm saying? But shit, when you can't get a decent paying job, or, you know what I'm saying, or you can't live in a certain area, get a certain apartment or house because you got this on your record, I mean, it's definitely going to make it tough. So hopefully we'll see how this plays out with big government. I mean, I'm glad that he even brought it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad, like,
part of the conversation.
Right. I'm glad he brought it to the table, because I know this was something that he kind of talked about in his campaign into presidency. You know what I'm saying? So now what he's about to be 2 years in, you know what I'm saying? If not 2 years in. So, he's He's trying to do some of this
Honestly,
shit, but
I
we'll
was
see.
excited when I heard it, but I don't feel like that them Republicans will let that come into tuition. Honestly, they'll knock that down every time. Hell, the ones when read different articles about people trying to bring it up in the ballots here or just for conversation to see if they'll say yeah or nay, it's always nay. So I
Well,
feel like
I know medical marijuana is here because they have the damn dispensary place over there by Walgreens and Sam's Club. It's
yeah,
not
it's
that it's
medical only.
no, yeah, I'm saying it, but it used to be that place called Meta Farm where they just only had the CBD shit, just
Yeah,
the oils and lotions and shit. But now it's a full blown dispensary.
yeah, they got a Bud and Mary's or some shit too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get a medical card for wherever your ailment is.
Yeah.
Whatever your ailment is. Shout out to Uncle Joe. Cut a stimmy check while you doing this too. We need it. You sent billions to Ukraine. I know you got it, baby. Let's go. CTC, cut the check. We need it. You know what I'm saying? Christmas is coming up. Hook a brother up. We need it. Dead ass serious. You did for real. All right, so we in agreement on that. That's a good thing. Also, big government. Uncle Joe Biden with the student loan debt forgiveness, eliminating up to $20,000 per person, who had, a Pell Grant, you might get a little bit more. Or if you didn't have a Pell Grant, I think you get like 10,000 or something like that. But I read where he made changes to what he originally rolled out.
Yeah, it was any student loan at first, wasn't it?
It was any and all student loans at first if you received a Pell Grant or if you didn't, and if you qualified under certain income bracket, income levels.
But
now he didn't backtrack on that big time.
You know why?
Go ahead and educate us, brother.
So the reason why he had the backtrack, and I wouldn't even say
wait, not to cut you off. First, tell them what he changed, and then get into the backtrack.
So it's a loan called, I forget how the whole acronym is, but it's either FFEL loans or FEL loans. It's something like that. But basically, they can't get any sort of help with their loans. They got to pay for them out their own pocket. Other than that, to my knowledge, those are the only ones that got taken off of the type of loans that could be covered. To my knowledge, like you said, the Pell Grants, and if you got the Pell Grants, you can get up to 20,000. If it was anything else, it was just 10, like you said.
So what they did is that he initially said all student loans, Pell Grants, non-Pell Grant recipients, depending on what type of income you make, if you qualify, depending on what bracket, we will determine how much. But now they're saying that if your student loans are with a private company, like a third party that you wasn't able to like consolidate through direct loans, which is like the government, I believe, or something like that. Don't quote me. I'm going off of memory here. But so, for example, hypothetically speaking, let's say you got a student loan, but your student loan is with a third party company called like Nailnet. You know what I'm saying? Who has it?
Yeah.
And now because your student loan is with them and you've been paying and all this stuff comes out, now all of a sudden you can't get your loan forgiven because it is not with
the government.
It's with a third party agency, which is fucking ridiculous because there's a lot of people who have student loans with third party agencies because they buy and sell debt every day. Motherfuckers get their accounts sold to different companies all the time.
And another thing was that the Republicans didn't like that shit, so they tried to. I don't know if they actually did sue him, but that's what initially started him backtracking and changing what he was forgiven and shit like that. They hating asses. That's all it was. That's all it was. They fucking hated on him, and they basically attacked him, and that's why he changed his stance on how basically what type of loans he was doing it for, because I want to say Navient, which is a student loan holder, they tried to basically sue him because of it. I
Okay,
remember
I didn't know
seeing
that.
that.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. I'm glad you brought that to light. I didn't know that.
they trying to sue him because of what he's doing, and so like basically to me, that's what initially started the whole backtracking and clarifying what he was going to actually do and what he's not doing, and what
Mhm.
type of loan he's doing it for.
I
So
thought
yeah,
initially, now look, I'm gonna keep it real. Uh, I still think it's a good thing and it's gonna help out a lot of people. All right, I'm gonna go with that. But I think that he fucked up
how?
because you had a lot more people willing to fuck with you. You had a lot more support when you had everybody loans. But the minute you backtrack and now you're saying those who are under a third party, or if they're not with the government, you can't get any assistance at all. You kind of turn the nose, what I'm saying, to a certain set of people. You know what I'm saying? They're not really happy about that. Yeah,
I
I think.
wouldn't say turn the nose. He just gave him a false hope.
Well, same tomato tomato.
I mean, shit, you got their hopes up to just bring their ass back down. But I mean, I get it. I would be upset, but I mean, you can't not acknowledge what he's trying to do. I mean, it's
Right, that's
still
what I'm
important.
saying. That's why I said it's still a good thing. I just think that he fucked up when he announced one thing, and like you said, he backtracked, and now he's trying to chase his tail and try to recover from the fuck up he said the first time, which is, like you said, got everybody hopes up who got student loans, who's still paying on student loan debt.
Them 4 or 5 fucking Republicans that tried to come after his ass, they the reason why his shit got
Joe
changed. He
Manchin don't help him
says
out neither. He's the one Democrat that always fucks his shit up. Joe Manchin,
no to everything with his
everything.
ass. No. I'd be like, I thought you was on our side. What the hell?
Joe Manchin be like, "Fuck that! I ain't going. We ain't going with that. We
I
ain't
just don't understand.
nah, nah." Um, what else has happened here? It was something else, and I can't remember.
Your girl COVID Kim put out a racist ad trying to come at you know, Dajir. It was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. That's actually what it was, but I forgot about it, and
oh, I'll
and I,
remind you, don't
yeah,
worry.
yeah. Yo, COVID Kimmy, the governor of Iowa. We gonna Kim Reynolds. Um, she has a nice little long list of accusations right now. One of them, and to me, one of the most important ones, is the misappropriation of government funds. Um,
Definitely.
she still hasn't responded to those accusations, and we're
And
not
she's
talking
not.
about, huh?
She's not.
And to be clear, we're not talking about like hundreds of thousands of dollars. We're talking about millions. Okay, millions. All right. Oh, we'll get into that after COVID Kimmy. This is something else. Something else too. But not only did she do that, the governor's race is coming up, and we have somebody, a person of color, that's running against this person who actually inherited the seat because she was I think, lieutenant governor, and then when the governor got sick or passed away or whatever, she just basically took over, and that's how she got to be the fucking governor. She wasn't really voted in, she just happened to she's just there.
Fell in her lap.
Fell in her lap. But we got a person of color running it up for governor. They're working hard, doing things the right way. We know how dirty politics can get, and it got real dirty. COVID Kimmy definitely went below the belt. Definitely showed her true colors for sure. Right. And it was for everybody to see for the brief moment it was out. Brother Black, I would like for you to describe what we saw.
That the commercials kind of asinine because she's going all over the place and she's trying to do it fast to cover up that she's just, like I said, fucking racist. So basically, it goes to basically saying that she's for the police, but yeah, she's showing a riot in Chicago where they're breaking down the Chicago police car. What does Chicago have to do with Iowa?
Nothing.
And then she's using a young lady, I want to say from Missouri, that's a congresswoman that is, or activist, one of the two, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't remember her name, but she used her when she was giving a speech. Basically, I want to say either on defunding the police. It's not the she didn't use any stills or clips for any talking points that Miss Deidre DeGier has done. She's using somebody that's not even her. Then saying we got common sense here. We still working, and our kids are going to school. You didn't say that last year all the kids was being fucking homeschooled, majority of them, and some was going to school. And man, shit just crazy. It just baffled my mind. And then you talking about school, but you ain't mentioned that you want to take money from public schools and put them in the private schools. You ain't say that though, huh? You ain't say that, huh, COVID Kim? Make it make sense. Y'all here giving false narratives and shit.
So, with all this being said, and all the fake propaganda that's being spewed about the opponent, DeGier, who really isn't as heavily as funded as COVID Kimmy. Obviously, she's got money in the bank because she's stealing money. Hey, allegedly, don't flag the channel, please. Subscribe, hit the like button, get the algorithm up, hit the like button, please. But she allegedly is accused of misappropriating funds. But like I said, the financial backing is different. So she has the resources to be able to, campaign at a high level, pulling out pretty much all the stops. While DeGier obviously doesn't have that type of funding. But the support for the DeGier is very strong. I've noticed that is growing a lot more and more. So
she just don't got the funding. That's what she's lacking, which is messed up because it's like every time I'm on the book, all I see, because I'm in her group thing, so I see a lot of people saying the same thing, like, why we not seeing ads? Why we not seeing ads? And every time somebody's comment is, she don't have the funds. And like they said, like you just said, COVID Kim is out there. She done ran it up for a couple years, and now allegedly the money that's been pocketed, hell, she could be using that for the damn TV ads. Get the oh my
allegedly.
God.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Even though Casey Adam reported this too. Like I said, I want to say either 2 episodes ago, I told y'all she was supposed to came down for this whole breakdown of what you did with the money, and she never came. So what that tell you? She said, I ain't got to explain shit to you motherfuckers.
It says a lot. She said, I
run this shit. That's what she said.
Evidently, because she ain't shit moving unless she say it. You know what I'm saying?
And then every time you read, she's giving out grants for businesses that just fucking retarded, bro.
She's giving out shit that's in support of her.
Just crazy.
Just throwing that out there.
She created a grant for language barriers, so if a job creates a program to teach a language or something to their employees, they can get some money. I might not be explaining it properly, but this is what she created.
Okay.
And tell me that ain't cap.
I ain't never heard nothing about that till now. So
look it up. I just read it this week. And I'm just like, I get it. It's all about bilingual. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't speak English, they'll be able to be taught it, and then the company can be paid for teaching these said employees, you know what I'm saying, the language. But it's
That's
actually got to be
real.
a program.
That's real. And I'm only speaking because I witnessed it at my part-time job.
Okay.
I work with a lot of Hispanic people, and they don't speak English. Maybe 1 out of every 5.
Right. They
So
usually go to
there's always the one that speaks enough English to where he can translate to the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Be the mediary, the interpreter per se. But with that being said, I know when they got hired on, they had to take a language class once a week to learn how to speak English. They had to. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're going to be around a lot of people that speak English, and you have to be able to communicate with them to a certain capacity, not to mention you work with people that speak English. And I know that it really shouldn't be, they should be able to, they speak their language, whatever. But, I guess I kind of feel like we shouldn't have to force a motherfucker to kind of, speak the English language. But I mean, when you're working and shit like that, I mean, you got to be able to communicate. Yeah. So I know for a fact that they make them take a language class once a week. And I don't know if that has anything to do with COVID Kimmy shit. Maybe it does, but whatever. But that shit's real.
And if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, because like I say, it's been a couple of days, but I want to say maybe it said that she granted them $8 million for that program. And I'm just throwing out the dollar amount because you got, like I said a couple episodes ago, all the state funding that we received from those different, you know what I'm saying, acts that were created from Trump, from Biden. Where did the money go? Because it didn't go to SNAP, it didn't go to Freak. I can't think right now, but it didn't go to the rental assistance. Like they slow rolled that. They just now bringing that back out, but people been hurting. So that's all I'm saying. Just like she doing whatever she want to do, and then you put out this slanderous ad, and it's just crazy. Just like the good old boys is what it looked like to me from the ad. But hey, that's just me.
Speaking of good old boys. There's this man down in Mississippi.
Oh,
he's a NFL Hall of Famer.
That's scammed.
Legend in some people's eyes. I'm pretty sure the Green Bay Packer fans. Wore the number 4. Won a Super Bowl. Goes by the name of Brett Favre. This man, and I say this with all due respect, is a piece of shit. He concocted a scheme, scam, flim-flam, whatever you want to call it,
bamboozle,
to where he can receive funds from the state of Mississippi that was meant for those on welfare to build a new volleyball facility for his daughter at their alma mater of Southern Mississippi. With Mississippi being one of the poorest states in the United States, if not the poorest state in the United States, how in the hell does a man who's made millions upon millions, I see you in them Copper Fit commercials, motherfucker. We're talking about your knees and elbow feel good because you got the sleeve on and all that other shit. You still get money. And you chose to steal money, not only from the state, but from the welfare recipients who depend on that shit to go build a volleyball facility for your daughter Motherfucker, you could have wrote a check out your own account for that shit, especially for the money that they gave you to do it, which was some couple million.
And the crazy thing about it is, I want to say that this shit has been known for like a couple years now, and he still ain't got no type of
No, he
action
ain't got no
against him at
trouble.
all. That shit crazy to me. I want to say I read that shit either a year ago or 2 years ago, and it just baffles my mind that nobody even acknowledges that shit no more.
Bro.
Hell, like I said, I've never seen nobody trying to come at him, attack him, none of that. Shit is baffling. Very
I don't get
baffling.
it. I don't get it. It's like, fuck doing things the right way. Like, my guy, you're Brett Favre. If I can, hold on. I gotta do something. Bear with me, family. Brett Favre net worth is 100 million, according to what I'm looking at right now. On 3 different sites, it shows that he's worth 100 million as of October 2022. So you mean to tell me he couldn't write a check? he gonna still. I just want y'all to just follow me now. I didn't show you, but I'll take the screenshots and dump that shit in here if I edit this shit up, whatever, and show you that he's worth 100 million. He's worth 100 million. You mean to tell me you couldn't write a check for 5 million to go build your daughter the volleyball facility that you saw fit? And you can have, your name up there, the FAR facility or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, you stole from the poorest state in the country, my guy. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, buddy.
100 million. 100 million. Brett Favre's a piece of shit. I never liked him anyway. He played for the Packers. He was an arrogant piece of shit. And I didn't, fuck Brett Favre. You a piece of shit, man. and I hope the legal system do the right thing and you get some kind of legal action against you. You deserve it, motherfucker. You stole from the poorest country in the state. You stole from welfare recipients, bitch. Fuck you talking about. Sorry about my rant. Sorry about my inappropriate language, but you know what I'm saying? I look at it like, because there's a black population down there that depend on that shit, that's suffering. You know what I'm saying? And you stealing, and you're worth 100 million, and you can't justify that shit. Fuck we talking about? I don't give a fuck what kind of story you come up with. You're worth 100 million. Write a fucking check out of your own account, not from what you get from somebody else.
Yeah, buddy. Like I said, it's been about a year, maybe 2, or going on 2.
That shit's crazy. That shit, yo. And before we get up out of here, gotta shed some light and well wishes to everybody that's been affected by Hurricane Ian down there in Florida. That Central Florida has been decimated, and parts of even South Carolina, North Carolina were even hit by the hurricane. From what I saw, they said Hurricane Ian was worse than Hurricane Charlie and any other hurricane that came through there. I mean, Cuba is ravaged. There's parts of Puerto Rico that's fucked up, that still haven't recovered from the last hurricane. And then you got places like St. Peter's, all up in this, like Bradenton, like all these little small towns in like the Central Florida area, even people in Tampa Bay and shit had to be evacuated. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that motherfucker was no joke. And it's a lot of homes that were lost. Rest in peace of those who lost their lives in that stuff. You know, Squadcast TV, you know, we definitely send our condolences out to everybody that's been affected by that shit, because I can't imagine trying to live through a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Like tornado, I done been through one of them, but a hurricane, that's something totally different. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying, stand strong. I hope the insurance companies come through for y'all. I hope FEMA and all the assistance get there for y'all, like they said. I know the governor said that they were well funded, you know, to start the rebuilding or whatever of all the damages. So we'll see. Also, I know you seen those kids in the daycare getting killed in Thailand, right? All 20. You ain't hear about that?
No.
So this is in Thailand. A dude went into a daycare looking for their son or stepson, couldn't find him. Went to a room where kids were all taking a nap and shit, and just opened fire and started stabbing people. Killed like 24 kids. Only one kid survived.
What?
No lie. And then went home, killed his stepson, killed his wife, then took himself out.
The fuck?
Yeah. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. So we can't say that shit, you know, mass shootings and shit don't happen over in other countries. It just happened. He went into a daycare and he shot up and killed 24 kids. Little kids. Like they're not even first, second grade, third grade, or anything like that. They're not in school. That's the reason why they're in daycare. You know what I'm saying? So sorry to everybody that was affected by that. Condolences to everybody that's affected by that. That shit's crazy. The world is crazy. But I had to shed some light on that because that just happened. I think like today, yesterday, it was just recently within a couple of days. I was seeing and hearing about it, watching on the news.
Yeah, damn.
That's a fact. Oh yeah, before I get up out of here, I keep saying that I got a battle, Minneapolis, October 29th. It's going down. Me versus Prey, Pre. That's how he pronounces it. That's how he spelled it. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Prey? I ain't never heard of that.
I seen two battles of him versus a dude named Rare, him versus Guapo, manslaughter shit, and
so he's kind of a new dude.
Nah, he ain't new. He just ain't battled in a long time. Those battles I talked about was like 6-7 years ago. So he just now coming back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna you know, speak ill or give my opinion or whatever from what, you know, the shit I saw, whatever. I mean, I'll do that shit off camera. But I'm gonna promote the battle. Battle October 29th. Manslaughter Battle League, Mandow Battle League, Devil's Night. And no, we ain't dressing in no costumes or nothing like that, but it's gonna be some shit. Infrared the General gonna be going against Don Marino. Wilson Fisk gonna be going against somebody. Noah's gonna be going against somebody. So it's like 5 battles on the card or some shit like that. So it's gonna be pretty decent. So oh yeah, Maniac's on the card too. Yeah, Maniac versus T Reese. Forgot about that. Shout out my bro Maniac.
Okay.
We out there. But any last words before I close out, bro?
No, I don't. It was a good show.
All right. Well, I appreciate having you. I'm glad we was able to get you crystal clear. We can see you. You wasn't choppy. You know what I'm saying? It was good, man. Good talking to you. Good seeing you. Hope everybody's doing well with the family.
Definitely.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel like you see at the fucking bottom of the banner. Hit the like
Hit
button.
that like button.
Please. Peace out.
Be smooth.